Good, happy Tuesday morning, August 3rd, 2021. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday morning, so let's get started. First up, 15-year-old struck by bus in Manchester, seriously injured. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
When it's time to invest in a new roof, be smart and look at more factors than just the final price. Not all roofs are the same, and not all roofers are the same. Ask the questions. Do they offer warranties? Are they fully insured? Do they use industry-recognized quality materials? Forever Metal Roof Company checks all of those boxes and more. So your beautiful, durable metal roof is guaranteed to be properly installed and last for years to come. Any investment deserves that kind of protection. Visit us at forevermetalroof.com to learn more.
We just learned just several minutes ago that the victim is a 15-year-old boy. Now, as you can see here behind me, the crash scene is clear after an hours-long investigation earlier this afternoon. Now, Ashland Street was littered with evidence markers this afternoon as officers reconstructed that accident involving a small bus and a teenager on a caster board. Witnesses telling us the victim was hit and then dragged possibly upwards of 100 feet. Manchester Police, Fire, and AMR were called to the scene near Amherst Street at about 3:30 this afternoon. Police say the bus was being driven by a 73-year-old man from Goffstown. The 15-year-old boy was riding on a caster board westbound on Concord Street. The bus was traveling north on Ashland when the crash occurred in the intersection. The 15-year-old did sustain serious injuries and was transported to an area hospital for treatment. Now, the bus remained on scene. It was marked as an Easter Seals bus. A call made to them has not yet been returned. Officers were on scene for several hours, speaking with witnesses and marking up the scene using a drone for an aerial perspective. Now, the cause of this crash is still under investigation tonight, but again, this area of Ashland Street is back open to traffic at this hour. Live in Manchester tonight, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Masks in classrooms. Others safety decisions will be made at local level. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
When it's time to invest in a new roof, be smart and look at more factors than just the final price. Not all roofs are the same.
Health officials say the Delta variant is more than twice as contagious as some previous strains, which is why the CDC is recommending universal indoor masking in K-12 schools across the country.
While we desperately want to be done with this pandemic, COVID-19 is clearly not done with us. And so our battle must last a little longer.
In New Hampshire, the education commissioner says whether schools mandate masks will be entirely up to each district, emphasizing local control is back.
We don't want to go back to the measures and the approaches that we were using previously, because that would ignore much of the information that we learned over the last year.
Even as cases, hospitalizations, and deaths rise nationally, so too are vaccinations, with 3 million Americans getting their first shot in the last 7 days. In the 8 states with the highest current case rates, an average jump of more than 170% in new vaccinations. Dr. Anthony Fauci says for those who are vaccinated, the chance of death from the virus drops 25-fold.
Get vaccinated. I say that every single time. We all say it. The COVID vaccines give strong protection against the Delta variant, and it protects you, your family, and your community.
Well, the White House is working with school districts and pharmacies to bring vaccines to schools. In the past 2 weeks, there has been a 50% increase in the average number of 12 to 17-year-olds getting vaccinated each day.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. rental assistance available as eviction moratorium expires. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
My old roof was an asphalt roof. It was really starting to look ragged. It's an island house. I wanted it to blend.
The eviction ban may be gone, but rental help is not.
A lot of people have already been assisted, but people continue to apply.
Dean Kristen of the New Hampshire Housing Finance Authority says there's been a steady flow of people applying for assistance, but he anticipates there will be an uptick as concerns grow.
Money is available for some time, so people should not be concerned that it's going to run out anytime soon, but at the same time, it's important that if you're having trouble paying your rent, that you seek assistance as soon as possible.
So far, Kristen says $30 million in federal assistance has been paid out, mostly for rental costs. About 2,500 landlords have received payment, as well as 4,600 households, which accounts for more than 12,000 people. Kristen says there's still roughly $50 million left for this specific program. But beyond that, there will be much more federal funds available from the American Rescue Plan. Meantime, the White House says it does not have the legal authority for a new moratorium and is instead asking local governments to enact policies to keep renters in their homes.
The president has asked all of us, including the CDC, to do everything in our power to look for every potential legal authority we can have to prevent evictions.
To apply for emergency assistance, you can visit capnh.org or call 211. We'll also have that information on our website and mobile app. Reporting live, Mike Cronin, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. COVID-19 cases continue to rise while hospitalizations steady over the weekend. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
My old roof was an asphalt roof. It was really starting to look ragged. It's an island house. I wanted it to blend in.
And we do have new COVID-19 numbers just in tonight for New Hampshire because DHHS has stopped releasing case numbers over the weekend. These are for 3 days. 342 confirmed cases total. That brings the current number of active cases in the state to 738. 28 people are in the hospital tonight.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Flooding leads to road closures in Unity, Newport, other New Hampshire communities. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
My old roof was an asphalt roof. It was really starting to look ragged. It's an island house. I wanted it to blend in better, so I just...
We get very concerned as roadway coverage gets severed.
It has been a tiring past couple of weeks for state and local road crews as they keep up with damage caused by flooding from days of rain.
For us, the majority of the damage was in Goshen, Leominster, Mallow, Alstead, and Ackworth.
As well as Unity, where DOT crews worked to repair West Unity Road Monday morning.
Culverts became plugged and we have a little bit of debris in the road.
Over on Stage Road in Unity, town workers filled a large hole that made the road impassable. There were also concerns with shoulders on the roads around Unity and several other towns, including Charlestown.
Pretty scary, nervous.
Doug Jeffrey has lived in his Unity home for 32 years and says he's never seen water rise as high as it did over the weekend.
We got a seasonal brook that runs down beside the house, and all we could hear was the boulders rolling down the brook.
Although some work remains, DOT says state roads are secure enough for people to pass over.
To at least one lane so that emergency vehicles can get where they need to in the communities and so that we don't leave people stranded.
And DOT is asking people to really pay attention to road signs. If there's a road that's blocked off, don't try to go through it. They say doing so can not only put you at risk, but can also cause more damage to the road. Reporting in Goshen, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Parents prepare for school knowing there will be no mask mandates. Let's take a listen to that video from WPBF 25 News, Florida.
But with the rise in COVID cases, many parents are worried about the return to the classroom. Ari Hyde is live for us in Palm Beach Gardens tonight. And Ari, what are you hearing from parents?
Different messages depending on which parent you talk to. It's been a very short summer for students, especially here in Palm Beach County. Would you believe they go back to the classroom 1 week from tomorrow? And unless something very unforeseen happens, they will be returning with masks being optional. Like most parents in Florida, Ashley Thomas is getting her children ready for the new school year. But the truth is, this year, the spike in COVID cases has left her scared to send her 3 boys back to the classroom. Now that Governor Ron DeSantis has said there can be no mask mandates in any Florida schools, Thomas knows many parents will choose to send their children without a mask.
He's depending on all of his classmates to wear a mask in order to keep him safe. So if they aren't all wearing masks, then he doesn't have a safe option for school.
Jen Showalter, on the other hand, is looking forward to being able to send her 3 children to school without a mask. Showalter is running for a seat on the Palm Beach County School Board. She believes masks are harmful to her children, and parents should decide if their child wears one.
Well, I believe in choice. This is America. We are a constitutional republic, not a dictatorship.
And it appears Palm Beach County School Board Chairman Frank Barbieri is ready to let parents choose. Barbieri released a statement Monday saying the board attorney has advised him mask mandates are no longer an option, that the governor's order does, quote, authorize parents to disregard any board action requiring mandatory masking of their children. In a statement to WPBF 25 News, the governor's office applauded that conclusion, saying it, quote, acknowledges correctly that the executive order defends parental rights. And that leaves different parents with very different reactions.
I'm very irate over the idea that they would even consider forcing them back on the children.
Your right to not wear a mask is interfering with my child's right to have a safe environment in their school.
And the school board here in Palm Beach County says they will still urge everybody to wear a mask, even if they can't mandate it. They're also going to be doing some other things like adding air filters into every single classroom in the county. That will begin with the elementary schools. They will discuss other, what they're calling mitigation strategies at their next board meeting on Wednesday. Reporting live, Ari Hyde, WPBF 25 News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Goodbye, everyone.